Bollywood to Broadway, from Mumbai to Manchester in the UK. This iconic Indian movie, Bollywood movie, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, the longest running title in any cinema, is now ready to be seen as a musical show for the UK audiences. Performed live by actors who are going to be playing Raj and Simran. This is going to be beginning on the 29th of May for people to come and fall in love, as it's called.
Oh my God, that is so good!
Vishal and Shekhar, the musician duo, have given 18 new songs for this musical show, which is an adaptation of Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, at WAC Arts, which is a music studio in Belsize Park in London. I'm going to be meeting them for this very exclusive interview. Follow me. It gives me great joy and pleasure to chat with two amazing set of creative musicians, Vishal and Shekhar. Thank you so much, guys, for talking to NDTV.
Thank you.
And we're coming to you from WAC Arts in Belsize Park in London, which is home to the YRF production and to both of you for the last 5 days, and it's going to be for the next few days.
Yeah.
Why are you here in London? Tell us.
We are doing this amazing thing. We are taking a film that is a cultural standpoint in India, like a benchmark, and we are adapting it for the West End stage. 18 new English songs in a film known as Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge. It's going to be a musical called Come Fall in Love, and it's amazing to be able to work with this material.
Walk through the gardens of Versailles. Don't read me who did what and why. Look at the scenery and try to fall in love, la 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 love. Come fall in love. Come fall in love.
If I had to run this poll in India, right? Should music be changed for DDLJ? People are going to say there's going to be a poll.
Should not be changed for DDLJ, but this is not DDLJ. This is an adaptation of DDLJ called Come Fall in Love with 18 new songs, as Vishal said. And this is it's a new person with the same soul, right? It's the soul of DDLJ, but it's completely a new show. It's been written beautifully by Neil Benjamin, who's a Tony Award winner. And we have an amazing team which has put this together. We have the Aditya Chopra directing this play.
Yes.
Right? And we are really excited about this.
Glad you mentioned all of those great names. And I'm going to talk about so many things about your collaboration with Aditya Chopra, which takes me back to 2005, was it? Salam Namaste. Was that the first?
Yeah, 5, I think, yes.
So that's 20 years.
Yes, ma'am.
And you are here doing another extremely different sounding project. Who wants to go? What is it like? What is the creative energy like? And what does Adi contribute to this?
So I do want to say that for whatever it's worth, like the question you just asked, should the music for DDLJ be even, like should anyone even think of sort of making new music for it? And that's very intimidating for anybody. Except for Shekhar and me, because we're just here to have a good time. We're working with the original filmmaker. We're treating it like a new project altogether, right? We have deep love and respect for Jatin Lalit and the original DDLJ and the cast and that time and everything. But 30 years on, Adi is a different human being. He was a 23-year-old, a boy pretty much when he wrote and made that film. And now he's a man who's lived a lot more, and the world has changed quite a lot. Adi's changed, we've changed, all of us has changed as human beings. Most importantly, the story now includes the world. As opposed to being a story about two families, it's a story about two cultures and love in that context. And it's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. And also, for whatever it's worth, the characters have evolved. Simran now is pretty much
played by Jena Pandya,
is pretty much a star in her own right, in that she has agency, she has strength, she has She makes her own decisions based on her own intellect. She's not just going with what her boyfriend says or what her father says. That's a huge change. I think Indian and South Asian women really have evolved to that place where this is their expression now. And we get to be part of that musically. So I think it's a really wonderful, wonderful time and place to be here.
Yeah, what a great sounding project. So just for our viewers all over the world, DDLJ, Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, this iconic movie, the longest running title, is now going to be aired in the UK as a musical show, a live musical show in Manchester. So it's almost Mumbai to Manchester. And here is Vishal and Shekhar offering 18 new songs with hopefully not an intimidating project as it sounded, but something that's fresh, invigorating.
I will tell you this. I mean, while we're doing a new story, there is enough of DDLJ in there.
Is there?
Yeah, oh yeah. You're going to be screaming in the theatre. I promise you that. Yeah. That I promise you.
Yeah, and many would ask, what is DDLJ without Tujhe Dekha To? Is there a snippet?
Like for I think all of us around the world, and there is no DDLJ without Tujhe Dekha, and there's no Tujhe Dekha without DDLJ.
Yeah.
But after watching Come Fall in Love, you might fall in love with all the new songs we've done for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might just find your own Tujhe Dekha in it. You know, and this is it's such a big honor to do this. You know, 25 years ago, we were just those kids who were really excited about watching a film in the theater. Then we saw DDLJ, and every romantic story started from there. Romance started from there. Everyone kind of associated very strongly with that. The girls, the boys, everyone wanted to be a Shah Rukh Khan. All the girls wanted to be Kajol. You know what I'm saying? So it just started from there.
Yeah, and I think it moved us, changed us a little bit.
Completely. And then after that, straight away being offered to do an adaptation of DDLJ was such a big, honor for Vishal and I. I think both of us are really very excited about it because we started work in 2020. We started work on this thing, and we worked over Zoom. Adi, Vishal, and I, and Nell, we all worked on a Zoom thing, and we made music on that. And then when the lockdown kind of slightly opened up, we just jumped into the studios, and then we kind of put all the rough scratches down. And then we had pre-Broadway 2 years ago in San Diego, which was very well received. Everyone loved it. And now UK.
UK launch.
It's like the suburb of Bombay. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Or the other way around, whichever. But certainly India and the UK have a cultural connection which is very deep. And I think this is the place for it, really. I think this is the place where people will feel the message. So Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge is, to my mind, a universal story of love. Right? It's not so much about the setting as it is about the message. The fact that when she says, okay, let's run away, he says no. Let's win your family over. Let's do this with respect for them, for your tradition, for our love. And I think that is a message that it carries universally. I think love changed in India because of that exact point where he says, nahi, main babuji ko mana ke hum jayenge. That is a point where the culture of romance in South Asia changed. It was like a tick on the clock, you know.
It moved the needle.
It moved the needle, exactly.
Yeah. So was that the moment for you? I'm going to ask you moments of DDLJ. We're not even talking here about the 18 songs yet, but I will. But moment of DDLJ for you when you watched it? Was there a scene, a moment, a character?
Well, the thing is, great films always have something special every 1 minute. Every 2 minutes, and there are so many scenes which just play in your head, right? There are scenes which play in your head where, especially when she tells him that her marriage has been fixed, and her father has already fixed, and he's like, are you going to marry someone who you've never met before?
Yeah.
And in his eyes, Shah Rukh Khan's eyes, in that, and he's completely broken at that point. But how he kind of carries that entire scene off,
keeps himself together.
There are so many moments. There are moments when, she comes back and she says, let's go, let's run away. She says, no, I'm not come here to just I've come here to win over your father. Those are beautiful moments, and as Vishal said, beautiful messages to everyone, and that changed the whole culture thing. The idea of romance changed from there.
Okay.
And I seriously feel that from the songs to the celebration to the romantic scenes to every single character of DDLJ has been so special that it's been etched in all our hearts and minds.
Yeah, forever. Indeed, indeed. So there'll be a lot of people who are fans of DDLJ, and that will be filling the theatres in Manchester, in the UK, which is beginning on the 29th of May, and then it goes on till the summer. And then there'll be a lot of newer people who just love the idea and the concept of DDLJ and India and this beautiful cross-tradition, inter-state, inter-country, inter-religion sometimes, just a fusion of cultures coming together, which DDLJ brought beautifully at its time. And I heard from your title, the title track, Mango, Sugarcane, Masala, Chas, and Chai, and all of that. So Nell has really been at it, nailing it, has she? Or was it inspiration?
I miss Rasmalai.
Rasmalai. I think Nell knows more about India than we also. Nell has completely nailed it. She's understood our very strong, beautiful emotions. She's also understood what we all love the most, how we celebrate every single festival, how our culture, tradition, everything is so beautiful and colorful. I think we've tried to bring all of it.
All the vibrancy.
Come follow. Actually, you know what? When people come for love, people even haven't watched Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, they'll take back so much of India. They'll want to come and visit India and kind of see what happens in that place.
Yes,
beautiful.
Like a lot of people who live outside their countries, South Asian countries, they travel all over the world for work. I think a lot of them will resonate with the character of Baldev. Again, a vast change from the film, but yet a strong, powerful character. And when he says no, the earth shakes. But his ache for his homeland is very real, and the way that translates through the music into, as Shekhar was saying, the colors of Punjab. The joy, the smell, the taste, the magic of it, the people. The way it translates is so heartwarming when it happens, that people who have never seen or perhaps even heard of Punjab or rural India in any way start to, like we had the experience in San Diego. People were coming in out of the blue, they'd never seen it before, and suddenly there were tears in their eyes, and they were longing for a home they've never seen. It was just, I mean, it's a magical thing to be able to do and to be able to see happen every night.
When I was on my way to Belsize Park in London, I wrote a few questions here, Rex, really. And I was like, what am I going to ask Vishal and Shekhar, who've given us hits after hits after hits and been around as this duo for so many years? And my first question was supposed to be, I got carried away in the conversation. My first question was supposed to be, how come we don't have a musical theatre yet? Because this is what Bollywood does best. Songs after songs and that. So why has it taken this long, you think, or is it coming?
It's coming. Things are evolving. Look, like I said, the world's getting smaller, and people are realizing that people are people all over the world.
Yeah.
And everyone enjoys the same emotions and has the same, they may have different words to express them, but the feelings are the same.
Yeah.
So that's what's really bringing people together around the world, and I think that in the world we live in now, I think that's really necessary. It's really something precious that music and the arts are able to do. And on cue,
the arts are done it. Now, movie versus musical theatre, very different, and you don't have a precedent in the sense you have a precedent of tracks from DDLJ, which is so amazing, but you've got to deliver something very different. But you don't have a precedent in the sense you don't have another example of, okay, this is how they do it. How are you guys going to do it?
Well, for us, it's just making music, right? So whether it's a film or it's theatre, but the beautiful thing here is that every scene goes into a music thing. So 18 songs. Generally, a film has about 6 songs, 7 songs. Dilwale Dulhania had about 6 songs.
Yeah.
Here there are 18 songs, and 18 songs are, all the scenes have become songs, and how beautifully they get interwoven together is something you guys have to come and see it.
So Jatin Lalit, this duo who created magic, and Vishal and Shekhar, the second duo, who continue to create magic.
And always pay tribute to Jatin Lalit in the process.
So what have you?
Gurus are always gurus. They have been people who were doing this well before we were even working as musicians, and we will always respect that. And I promise everybody who comes in that the music we have tried our best to make it worthy, and we've also tried to make it very, very clear that this is Jatin Lalit's score remains where it is. That this is not a version of that. It's totally different. The music is entirely different. It's just every now and then we tip our hats and we bow our heads and the audience explodes.
And this is going to be completely live, like many theatres,
100%.
theatrical. Yeah.
Yes, a lot
no
of it-
pre-records, no lip syncs. It's going to be.
So, the thing is, we can't have Indian rhythm sections on stage. So, to an extent, but there is an Indian rhythm section. It's just not as large as we would like. We can't have 40 drummers on stage, which is the minimum requirement for a good Bollywood song. So. Some of those tracks will be provided. We're using samples. They are being triggered on stage. But for whatever it's worth, all the singing is live, all the instrumentation, all the strings, the pianos, the guitars, everything, all of that is all happening in the pit in front of the audience. And, in fact, that's the joy of it for us. Also because that enables us to change things every day. So that's the thing with previews, right?
So you're trying to be a bit agile there.
No, musical theatre, it's a tradition. So when you do previews in musical theatre, you if you play it through one time and the audience is there and you feel like, oh, that joke didn't work, the writer may change it, or you feel like, oh, that this particular tune isn't working, you may change it. You may feel like, okay, that section of this song is slowing it down, so change the tempo. You get it all together until it opens. It's a living, breathing work of art that evolves along with the audience. So the audience and their reaction to it is as much a part of the creative process. Which is a luxury we don't get with films. You just record something, you print it, you send it, it's done.
Yeah.
But here, it's growing every day. So it's magical. We've been on this for 4 years and it hasn't felt like it.
Yeah, all 4 years.
Yeah.
Right.
17th century architecture by the book. Oh my god, that is so good! How do you know it's going to be places, Raj?
Oh, well, when I was 10,
Are you close to saying that it's all nearly done? The 18 songs are done, or is it work in progress? And we'll go with the flow. Where are you at this project?
So what happens here is it keeps on changing, it keeps on moving, it keeps on evolving. Sometimes we feel that a song is complete and then someone in the room speaks about a new idea and then on the fly it's changed. That's the best thing about this thing. And even when the shows are on, the first couple of days, we'll be able to make changes on the fly.
la 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 la.
I walk in the steps of de Beauvoir, de Balzac, and Marie Curie. You wanna eat and drink wine? Well, that's fine, but that's not what I came here to see.
Between the two of you, marriages don't last for this long. How do you guys get along? Who gets on whose nerves? How do you
We don't
get each other's language?
We don't get time to get on each other's nerves because I think we take very long holiday caps.
Oh, wow.
And then we come
That's
together.
healthy.
Yeah. We have about for 6-7 months. We just we don't even meet each other or speak to each other.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes we speak to each other just to see where we are, what's happening, this and that. Just general about life and not about work.
Yeah.
And that keeps us really fresh and what
Yeah.
I'm saying. And then we jump together in a room and then we're like, okay, come on, let's do something special.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's what Vishal and I have is this crazy blessing upon us, right? That whenever we get into a room after many months or whatever it is, there is something magical which happens.
There's a vibe.
Something immediately,
Yeah.
right? Immediately there is something, and then at the end of that day, and I remember that very strongly with every single gap and the first day.
Yeah.
The end of first day is like, man, what a song we're.
Yeah.
It's always a sense of joy.
You know that almost immediately it's going to be a great song.
Immediately, for us, we know it's a great song. Then the audience decides
We'll
on
have
what
to
it is. But I think 99.99% when Vishal and I feel really special about something,
Yeah.
the audience does feel the same.
Let me ask you this. In one word, what does Vishal mean to you?
Oh, he's my, what do I say? I've spent
One word.
more than half my life with him. So, he's, a friend is a very small word. And brother is just one of those. listen.
We have very clear instructions from each other. We don't use the word family because in the film business, when somebody calls you family,
Yeah.
you better run. You better run.
So Vishal's not family, okay? Vishal's not
He's
brother.
not your bro.
He's not my bro, brother, although it doesn't mean
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
I would not call these words. I think Vishal and I are, we are meant to be together to make music. We are destined to be together. I think God has decided on that. And that's why we still continue making music for you guys.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. What does Shekhar mean to you? Maybe I'll give you a line, if not a word.
No, I'll do it in a word.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, Shekhar is kindness.
Now,
For 25 years, he has kindly tolerated me. And I mean, I'm the nut job in this. I say stupid things and I do stupid things and
That was me.
and Shekhar is always the strength, the stability, the kindness. You know what I'm saying? The man is an infinite, and I think that's where his genius comes from. That's where the music comes from. He's truly a kind person.
oh, thank you. Thanks so much. You two truly are epitome of friendship, of how two fine minds come together and just make magic happen. Good luck with Come Fall in Love. And I'm,
He
yeah.
just called me kind because he came late to work today and I was taking care of the first time. No, he's not sick. No, he doesn't look sick from any angle.
This is called kindness, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Call him out when he's late. And so what if he's sick? He's late to work.
Yeah. But yeah, just let's go back. See, I'm still kind.
This bit. Keep that bit.
That's my headline. Thanks. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for your time and your energy and all those great moments of music that you have given us.
Please come to Manchester and watch.
Of course. Of
Please
course.
come to Manchester and watch Come Fall in Love.
Yes.
It's going to be really special.
There are at least 18 new moments of music that you will truly love, and I promise you, you're going to leave the theatre singing so many of the songs you'll be confused as to which one. It's
Yeah, we just
Come
might be
fall in
outside.
love.
Yes, might be.
this is just the first stage.
Okay.
When you guys
Can't
watch
wait.
the show and
Yeah.
you'll be leaving outside, yeah, we'll be standing right there.
Okay.
Just celebrate with you guys.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to be there? Of
course.
Throughout.
Yes.
Of course, yes, you're going to be there. So 29th of May it is it's the launch in
Palace Opera House.
in the Palace Opera House in Manchester, in the UK, for the first time in the UK. From Mumbai to Manchester, as I've been saying, DDLJ has a new form, shape, birth, etc. And so are its title tracks, with little bits of history and snippets from the original tracks. But these are new, fun, vibrant, and very dynamic sounding tracks from at least the title that has been dropped, you would have guessed already. Thanks so much, Vishal and Shekhar, for what you do.
Thank you.
And this is Radhika Iyer signing off. If you have questions for Vishal and Shekhar, we might be able to ask them for you. Drop in through the comments what you'd like to ask of the two. Radhika Iyer signing off.